GM, everyone. Welcome back to another GC Crypto episode. I forgot to go live on Abstract. Anyways, I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna keep that separate these days. But yeah, guys, massive shout out to everyone who's tuning in. Obviously, if you are watching, we are making this a little bit different. We're going to be going live specifically only on Kick and GC Crypto's Twitter page for the short term, and then maybe eventually it'll only be on our so on the one in particular, probably Kick, to be honest. But for now, we also still have our YouTube connected. So GM to everyone over on our YouTube page as well. But guys, make sure you go click follow on GC Crypto TV, our Twitter page. That's where you can catch up with any clips, with any alpha that we're giving, any education that we have, any of our giveaways that we have, all of our partners and all of that sort of stuff, guys. You can go to GC Crypto TV on Twitter and get that. I still have some form of remnants of my UK my UK accent because I spent a bit of time with people over there. So yeah, go to my Twitter and you can go click follow over there, guys. There's a page there. So go click follow right now. But Craig, GM to you, mate. How was your weekend? How you feeling today? Dude, it is so hot here. I'm standing here. It's probably about 30 something degrees in this room right now. I might need to somehow, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's supposed to get hotter this summer. I think I'm just going to have to sweat it out, or I'm have to go to the gym, get OKX to send us some singlets or something so that I can wear a singlet and then get Jack so that I can look good on stream, mate.
Yeah, GM. Shit, we've got a few questions in there, Greeny. Yeah, you're looking sweaty today. It is hot today. I've the aircon on actually because it's fucking hot here. Good evening to everyone. Man, market looks good. I'm good. The weekend was pretty good. Heaps of gardening in the sun. Got my my dose of sun. Booked my accommodation for ACC, Australian Crypto Convention, next month. So Greeny and I will be joining Australian Crypto Convention there. So we'll be there, Friday to Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, Friday to Sunday. Yeah.
Friday to Sunday. So I got the accommodation booked. And yeah, so make sure you guys, we'll obviously shield that a lot more as it goes on. But yeah, got a few odds and ends done over the weekend. Watched a little bit of sport. Yeah, dude, it was a good weekend. See Australia almost narrowly lost to Japan in the rugby union. That made
yeah, my wife and I watched the replay of that. Yeah.
So that was interesting. But no, oh man, a pretty good weekend. I kept an eye on the charts, but I'm pretty happy, man. I woke up, obviously saw Bitcoin pumping a little bit last night before I went to bed, and then woke up and it actually had pumped further. And I was like, oh, America didn't sell when I was asleep. My fucking God. So yeah, dude, I'm pretty happy. We're attacking the 50% level by level. Looks good, dude. What are you thinking?
Yeah, dude. I did a live this morning. GTG, massive shout out to them for jumping in. I think that was like 25 people, so that's good. It was short notice, impromptu. Good to be back. But I'll do another one tomorrow morning with them as well. GM Ponky, GM Yana, GM Flora. Yeah, guys, let us know if you're here watching in the chat. Guys, if you are new, it's all right. Click follow, click sub. Okay, we appreciate all the subs and the follows as well. But yeah, no, market looks pretty good here. I mean, it looks like the tariff news is kind of settling a little bit, which is the main sort of precedent that really was the uncertainty, I suppose. We obviously also had rates come in last week as well. Where's that? Hold on, let me pull that up. But if we have a look quickly here, so we came in a little bit lower than the forecast. So previous was 2.9%, forecast was 3.1. We came in at 3, so that's probably a good thing. But the real question is whether we get 1 or 2 rate cuts this week. I don't know which day it is. I haven't even looked. I need to quickly have a look. Right, let me have a look. Does this one have it? But yeah, no, 2 days. Yeah, we go. 2 days and 18 hours. What's that for our time? That's 6 hours from here is 24. So that's 3 a.m. our time. Goodness gracious, I hate being back in Australia, I tell you what. So we're currently at, okay, so it's basically priced in that we'll get 1 rate cut at this stage. So 1 rate cut at this stage. No real percentage interest at all for a double rate cut, so 50 basis points. So yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, rate cuts are good. It means less pressure, but obviously rate cuts do mean that it does take time for that liquidity to sort of enter the ecosystems. Craig, like, I mean, here in Australia, we've had a backwards economy, you can nearly say. There's an interesting tweet I put up recently around how Australia has actually had negative growth since 2022 of disposable income. So yeah, look, like rates are great. I mean, that's great. It does, again, a lot of people don't understand how this works, but like a rate cut coming down is good, but it means then people have less savings in their bank account. but it also means that house prices will actually increase. So people then still have to use more money to buy a house, right? So that's naturally what usually happens. Rates come down, people go, well, hold on, I'll increase the rates again. I mean, increase my house price again. So for me, someone who's maybe a first home own buyer or a first home buyer in the next 6 to 12 months, there's someone like that. It means I still have less money because I probably will have to output more to get into a house as well. So yeah, just interesting. I do know that the liquidity will hopefully keep increasing. I mean, M2 money supply does look pretty decent for a little bit higher here, but we haven't seen much increase for a while here. But as you can see, year-on-year growth has increased since we probably last spoke about it on the stream back in September. So I don't know, good signs. And obviously all of this does congregate to actually what does the market do. And we saw a bit of a pump this morning, which is great to see over here. So I was long BTC. I had a long, look, I got home last Thursday night. Wednesday night. I got home Wednesday night, spent Thursday and Friday absolutely suffering. Wednesday, on the weekend, I've been having a nap at 3 o'clock every afternoon. It's terrible. I need to get out of that habit. But basically, yeah, I felt horrible, but I did do a couple of trades. So we got into Hyperliquid at 37. We got into BTC at 10, I don't know, 110-ish. I'm going to say 111, 110-ish. Got into SBX, got into MOG, got into Pengu a few times as well. Had a few Myriad Market ZEC. I just cashed them out this morning too. So I'll be making money this weekend, Craig. It's great to see. Market's looking good. But yeah, I mean, this is a 4-hour range here. We're still quite, at least we're still, we're not out of the woods here. I personally am in the camp that I would much rather us sort of see go sideways for a period of time here, because then it means that we might have more time to go more bullish probably into 2026 or the end of 2025. I know. What's your take right now on what you're seeing and what you're feeling right now? Like, we are bottomed here on stochastic, up higher. But if we do look at high timeframes, I'm cautious. I'm still cautious.
Yeah, there's a bit of a journey to go. I mean, how am I feeling about it? I feel good. I mean, as we break up level by level, obviously, having fibs or levels below us gives us a bit of a crash pad. Whereas when we're at 103, it was like, wow, like if it slips below sub 100K for Bitcoin, things could get a bit hairy. And I wasn't really looking forward to that. So that's why I was like, fuck, please pump off the 103. Just to save my heart and the timeline and the grief and the despair on the timeline. And we've kind of rejected off there quite nicely. So I guess it's positive what it's doing, but there's still a bit of room to do until it breaks above that 50% level, about 115K.
Yeah.
And then closes. Then close a few dailies above there. I'll start to feel a little bit better. And then I need Trump not to fight with another country for a little while.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That's the main sort of catalyst, isn't it?
Yeah, just because he rocks the boat, and I get it. It's just annoying when you're in positions and he does it. But I'm feeling a lot better here than I did a week ago when we're sitting about 103, 107. So that's good to see. And hopefully, look, I think with the rate cuts coming in, with the money supply slowly increasing, people's outlooks will start to improve again. It felt like there was a bit of a dark cloud over us, especially with the Trump stuff. And it's interesting how he puts a tweet out just before the markets open, hit them in China great again. And it was like
another Sunday pump, Craig. Another Sunday. It's Sunday in America.
Sunday gain. So it's quite, he's making this end of the bull run almost harder than it needed to be.
I kind of agree with that take.
Fuck, this is hard.
It is.
Sorry, Greeny.
No. I mean, I was just going to kind of add to that point that, the market is bigger than Trump. Don't forget that.
Very
but
much.
he impacts volatility of world decisions, which impacts the market, right?
Correct.
So, yeah, inversely and indirectly, it still plays a factor on what you should consider day to day and week to week, right? But obviously, before we dive in with more alpha, guys, massive shout out to our two sponsors, Yeet and OKX. Obviously, if you're keen to sign up, OKX is down below, guys. Sign up. One of the most safe platforms out there. I've been using it now for a while. You can earn on the platform. You can trade on the platform. But guys, if you sign up and do over $1,000 of volume, we will give you an OKX in this collaboration with us. We'll give you $75 for free. If you're a larger wallet, so say you got tens of thousands of dollars or even 10 grand, whatever it is, hit us up in the DMs and we can sort you out with some extra deals with OKX as well. We can sort you out. But let us know. Massive shout out to them. Massive, Craig, I actually shared this screen last Friday when we streamed. And this trade actually happened. So guys, You literally could have made this money. You could have made money from this trade that we were looking at on spot BTC just on Friday when I had a look at this breakout chart. So, hey, we're making money. We're making money. But shout out to that. OKX we will be speaking on their stage or in collaboration with them on Sunday morning on ACC. So anyone that's coming to Oz CryptoCon, I know it's about 85-90% sold out now. I've been chatting to Dave. So massive shout out to them. So that means that there's only about 1,000 tickets left, which is pretty juicy. But yeah, Craig and I will be chatting. I'm not sure where, but on Sunday morning at this stage with OKX. So massive shout out to them. And then second partner is obviously Yeet. Massive shout out to Mando, KBM, and the team for partnering with us. But guys, come and do some volume here. We're giving away cash, not only just on a Friday, okay? Might be people who engage with the tweets. Might be people who stream and jump in with us. I've seen a few people here already, okay? So, and Jelos. I've seen Yana. I've seen Ponky. So, hey, if you engage with streams throughout the week or you engage with our Twitter, we might be giving away cash to someone like you rather than people who just tune in on a Friday for some free money. So, hey, it pays to play with us consistently, Craig. Pays to pay. But here are the current stats, guys. We've got 4 days left on this one. But, yeah, massive shout out to these guys well, obviously, massive shout out to Yeet. But, guys, the community, 40% of the money or 40% of the airdrop in the future will be going to the community. So check that out. 2% goes to anyone who is actually on the Cato leaderboard as well. So, I mean, we were talking about that the other day, but Craig's been absolutely crushing that as well. So make sure if you are a big fan of Yeet, make sure you start tweeting about it because you might earn like 0.001% of the supply via some tweets. So, I mean, that's something I need to increase my yapping potential again. Oh, what the hell? I had 63 yaps overnight. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Dude, it's been a while since I've earned some yaps. It must be my NFT post.
I haven't earned any either for a bit. It's pretty sporadic on there, to be honest.
It's actually impossible nearly to earn.
I don't get it. It's
literally impossible. So that's why I want to talk about ZEC because I'm a big fan of ZEC because it works way better than Cato in my opinion. Whereas this is just the same people farming the same shit. Like it's bloody Ansem, it's bloody base 16, it's bloody Mert, it's bloody Cook.
Mert's everywhere, right?
Dude, it's like you can't compete with these guys. You literally cannot compete with these guys. So I think Z and also Wallchain as well. Big fan of what they're doing as well. Their algos are just better suited for actual proper like takes. Like, I mean, I've earned 63 yaps because I actually had a good post. It only had 10K views, but it probably had some good engagement overnight. So that's good to see. But yeah, anyways, come and check out the feeds and whatnot over on Cato because I think there's good opportunity still over there, Craig.
Are they doing a season 2, Greeny? Just to interrupt.
Oh, dude, we've seen some like rumored things. Like there was some someone like got quote tweeted, one of the team, I think it was, or an advisor or something, got quote tweeted last week about something. There's an announcement this week. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like the time for them to do that, maybe. But like giving out free cash again, I'm not sure. Like the market, we had a breakout on the chart, which is nice. So maybe, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, look, I can't even remember how many yaps hit. Let's have a look. How many yaps? When was the airdrop? It was ages ago. Right?
It was, dude, at least 6 months ago. It's like my first YouTube video I put up was that.
Okay. Well, I haven't. I've been not focusing on yaps at all. So I've earned 1,600 yaps in 6 months. So in the past, I'm going to say it was, what's that? 6 puts us in April. It was before April, wasn't it? It was like it was the start of this year.
I think it was the start of the year as well.
Yeah, so I have 3,000. I wonder. Yeah,
I think you had about 1,000 when.
Was it?
Yeah, and I think I was about 300-400. I'm at 1,000 now, so I'm about a third of you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got 1,000. I mean 3,000. Let's go. I can farm that later. I'll farm that later.
Story.
Oh yeah. I had a partnership with them. But yeah, Pengu, Yeet. See, I'm 48 on Yeet. Need to do better than that. Moonbird 16. Hey, I like that. Keep yapping about Moonbird. But yeah, so yeah, check it out. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of Solstice. Obviously, I am. But been tweeting about a few projects here. I'm actually top 10 on Myriad, and I made money this morning on Zcash. So massive shout out to them. But for pumping. But yeah, no, I'm gonna flip easy here, you dog. I'm gonna flip. You. But yeah, I really like Z. I prefer the algorithm. I've been Zeeting pretty well, Craig. I'm up to 2.26K.
That's a lot.
Zeets with pending 130, 114 as well over the past couple of days.
Jesus.
I put a tweet out last night about how to potentially ZET a bit better with some of these. So this I've put a few tweets out here. So I'm 23rd on that leaderboard. Solstice, I think I'm about 30. Yeah, 40 now. VDEX, I think I tweeted about once. 500. Yeah, I'm not really keen on that one. Kona's obviously the abstract one. So I did a couple tweets, but yeah, 50 again. If you like, this is what I mean. If you focus / if you already have engagement from like so if people already know you as an abstract guy, so that's why like Chris and Eli and Raj and Saigar and whatnot, these are abstract people, right? So naturally, if they speak about a project on abstract, it's going to do way better than someone like random tweeting about it. And that's the thing you got to know with this algo as well. And so I kind of lean into that. So I know I like people appreciate what I have to say about abstract. So I'm actually 5th overall on abstract. Have you spoken about abstract on here, Craig? I don't know. Where are you on this list?
Nah, I don't think I'm high up on any of those seats, to be honest. But I've actually only gone back to ZET about a week ago, if that. So I've started to tweet about them now. But abstract, all of those I should be on, but I'm not. So I need to climb those. But there are some easy ones for me there as well. Like abstract, I'll go for, like you just pointed out, all the ones where people know me, I'll attack first, and then I'll work my way down.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, I'm top 10 now on Myriad. I really like that. I've been using the platform every day, so I might as well tweet about it. So yeah, I think this is definitely the good, like I think low cost basis. So this literally costs no money to do. Just to tweet about projects and like use them and whatnot. Sure, it costs money to use Myriad markets, costs money to use abstract and some of these other DeFi protocols and whatnot. But if you tweet about it, I think it's a great upside. A lot of people are like, well, the market's been indecisive right now. What can I be doing? Well, it's one, grow a social following, but 2, farm some of these airdrops. Okay, these are probably the best upside out there right now. And I mean, try Limitless on Wallchain just literally gave away like tens of thousands of dollars to creators. So come and have a look at the Quack leaderboard. I think this one's going to be a cook. Overall, I think I'm 62nd, 63rd. Someone flip me. What the hell? So yeah, I think this will be an absolute cook with time to come. Just again, be a good engager with a lot of people on this list. I mean, Mert just dominates. This is what I mean. Like, you can't even compete with the guy. So it's so
unreal,
hard.
isn't he? He's unreal.
But it's really interesting, Craig, is how like each algo is very different, right? So like I just earned yaps overnight. I earned 63, which puts me in the top 100 yaps on Cato. But overnight, like over on the week here, I'm only 160 on Quack. So that's what I mean. Like you need to be hitting multiple. That's why I'm focusing on ZET. I'm focusing on Quacks over on Wallchain. I'm focusing on a little bit of Cato. Cookie.fun. I just cannot log in. So I know I farmed a few of those for some reason, my Twitter just won't allow me to log into cookie.fun. So I can't even log in. So I might need to reset my cache or something, my cache or whatever on here because the market, I want to see what's happening over there. But let's move back into market talk, Craig. Where do you want to start the conversation today? Where do you want to start the conversation?
Maybe have a look. I mean, we looked at Bitcoin. We could go down to ETH.
Yeah.
ETH's looking pretty bloody good.
Yeah, dude. ETH's actually breaking out as we speak, Craig. Maybe it's time to buy a bit of some ETH. So, I mean, what's your take on this chart? What's your take right now?
I'm not 100%. I think it looks good. I'm quite confident. I think we've been cooking. I need to bring it up on mine so I can see a bit better. But just the fact ETH's been showing strength now for, I would say, months.
Yeah.
Let me bring up my fibs. Oh, it's not going to come up. Sorry, mine's real slow, my end. I like it. I think that looks good too. That ETH BTC chart's probably a good explanation of what's happening. So obviously, if that goes up, it's green. ETH is stronger or outperforming BTC, and the opposite if it's red. That looks good. Obviously, we've got to find support there, bounce on that resistance line, and then up. I'm targeting 6,000 to about 8,000 as an exit as far as prices go. I think this looks ready to send, man. I think this has looked ready to send for months.
Oh, Craig, I'll buy some more.
I think ETH looks really fucking good, man. And I mean, obviously, you and me are very impartial. We've hated on ETH for the last couple of years, and then we pivoted. So it's not like I'm a massive ETH bull with massive ETH bags going, yeah, let's go. But we called this a good 6 months ago. We probably said pivot from Solana to ETH. And it's done about a 3x since we said that. So anyone who put their Solana profits into Ethereum is probably feeling pretty bloody good now. But I think this looks ready to rip, man. And I
would rather hold ETH here too, I think, compared to BTC. So This looks good. I just bought 4 ETH.
Maybe I should swap all my Bitcoin to ETH. Imagine that, and it dumps. I'll be like, no.
Yeah, I just bought 25 grand of ETH, Greg. So
Did you? Greedy. Jesus. Live on the show.
Live on the show. Just bought 25 grand of ETH. I think it's going to outperform BTC. It looks really nice here. This looks like a breakout ready to happen. I'm mad I didn't take this breakout trade on low time frames. I literally was looking out this morning. Then I had to upload a video. Too many opportunities in the crypto market. It's tough being a creator / a founder of a group. I have to look after the group first before I look after my own bags. It is what it is. But yeah, I would have liked to take this breakout trade literally like this morning. It's only pumped. When did this pump? It pumped this morning. It pumped last night at 6 o'clock. So yeah, nice breakout here off the shallow fibs. Really nice to see this sort of correction play out. But yeah, ETH looks good here, Craig. I mean, the other question is Sol ETH. Like this is the other comparison. It's like, should you own ETH or should you own Sol? If we have a look at this, it would probably say that this looks quite weak here. So it looks like we probably come back down a little bit further, which means that ETH is probably going to outperform Solana here. So I agree, Craig. I mean, again, we gave you Solana way back here in 2023 when we started streaming. We said, yep. When we told you it's probably not a bad time to de-risk, take profit on something like that. As always, not financial advice. We just discussed what we were doing. And sure enough, we plowed some cash into ETH when it broke this support here. And bang, look at that move. It basically outperformed by like 50%. So, hey, we know what we're doing on this show. We've been doing this for a long time. So hit the sub, hit the follow. If you're watching on Kick, drop a sub, guys. It costs you maybe 1 coffee a month, but it supports us. So drop a sub on Kick. Cool. Anyways, gifted a sub. Oh, thanks, guys. Angelos gifted a sub. Legend. I know. I love that. Next, GM to you next. Love to see the engagement today, guys. Love to see the engagement. We got good engagement today. Yeah, Craig. So with ETH, is it a bag hold for you, like just a buy and hold play? Do you think it's better to hold your ETH, or do you think it's better to be looking at some NFT, some meme coins, some airdrop farming on ETH? Talk to me a little bit about what your take is. Craig, there's so much to catch up on. I'm gonna over the next week or so, I'm gonna remember things that we haven't discussed, right?
Yeah,
so
there's a
I
lot.
want to talk about OpenSea. I want to talk about that. So what's your take right now on ETH as a play? Then we'll broaden that conversation into NFTs / OpenSea after.
Yeah, I think everyone should ape into Moonbirds and Pudgy Penguins. I think those are the red hot favorites coming up, guys. You heard it here first. I think anyone who got into Pudgy sub 30K, man, I think is going to eat quite well. I think that dip we saw on NFTs looks great. Sorry, I'm going to pivot back to your question. Play on ETH. Do I think it's better to hold ETH or ETH-based assets like NFTs? I think both. And I'm feeling, there's some wild comments out there.
Yeah, we won't mention that.
I can't read that. But I'm feeling similar. I'm feeling like maybe I need some ETH. I think ETH's going to rip. I like having ETH NFTs because I think they just leverage bets on Ethereum. If you're a more conservative trader, I'd go ETH. If you're a more degen, if you prefer riskier plays, I'd go the NFTs based on that chain. Myself, I've obviously gone the more degen route and gone the JPEGs, which was horrendous, really. But I don't mind my bags. I think Moonbirds are still a great shout. They dropped all the way back to my entry, man.
Wait, what's the entry on Moonbirds?
10K.
Yeah, okay. I think I've flipped so many during OpenSea farming that I actually don't even know what my current entry is on my Moonbird.
Yeah, I think you were lower than me for sure, but I don't know.
Initially, my one at the start, but I think I did flip that one. Yeah.
But look, I think you can't go wrong with either. Actually, not financial advice. You can. It could go the other way. But I think if you're swinging bigger, man, I'd go ETH. But if you've got extra big money, I'd go ETH, and then I don't know what. I'd go Pudgy, man. I don't know what they are now, but I think they've broken back above 30 again last I looked. Yeah, 30.5K for people who work in USD. I think that's probably still a buy, man. I just think NFTs dump harder than ETH, all the main chains. So, yeah. What's your take, Greenie? What's your take? You've been a bit more degen lately. So, what are you feeling?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I actually think maybe hodling the ETH could outperform. However, what we've seen is as long as there's bullish catalysts on the horizon for collections, like obviously Moonbird dropping a token, Pudgy Penguins with Abstract collab / who knows, Q4 is usually very bullish for the Penguins. Usually holding the NFT acts as a hedge, and it actually does hedge towards the upside. And we did see that already, probably end of last year through to when we had Kicks on the show, and Pudgies were still a really good trade up towards 60, 70K. It's a tough one. I obviously hold a Pudgy Penguin, I obviously hold a Moonbird. I actually am tempted to plow more money into Moonbirds personally. I still think it's how you want to, again, are you going to hold for TGE? That's the question you have to ask. I mean, when I speak from experience around Pengu, I had one Pudgy Penguin, two little Pudgies, two rods, I think, and I swing traded the rods and the little Pudgies, but held the big Penguin because my entry was so good. My entry was like 8 ETH when ETH was like 1,800. So like Pudgy Penguins were never going to go back down to my entry price of Pudgy Penguins. So I was very happy to hold that. Whereas if you're a little bit later to the market, say Abstract, or say there's a bullish catalyst for Pudgy Penguins and your entry is 30K and they get to 50K, 60K, it probably maybe makes sense for you to rotate out and take profit at the 2x there, because it more than likely after that catalyst, they do retrace back to 25, 20K, 30K. We saw Pudgy Penguins way back at 14K earlier this year. So I do think that they could go back down there. Moonbirds themselves, obviously they were about 0.5 ETH. They're holding up pretty decent here at 2.6. I still think that's not a bad play at all. What is it, about 11K? I do think that probably has still upside here towards 5 ETH. They've got to 4 ETH previously. Once we have maybe a little bit more of a date or a bit more clarification around Moonbirds and their token, that could obviously see a good run towards 5 ETH. I don't know if they, I mean, again, I put a tweet up this morning around NFTs and the lack of volatility. I mean, we just saw some massive news out of Bored Ape Yacht Club, other side over the weekend, and it literally, they're dumping. Like they haven't actually, they haven't gone up. So news no longer moves NFT prices. They're a matured asset. People are burnt from last cycle. People have been rotational this cycle, and people are fearful still. Like, why would I buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club here when a lot of the things in the past have already kind of been executed? The other side looks good. I bought a Coda because I was like, wait, hold on, are these going to pump? Yeah, are these going to pump? And then they dumped. So I sold it straight away. I took a 0.1 loss of ETH. But I was like, you know what? Like, if this takes off, the Codas will probably pump here to 1.5.
I almost bought one as well. It's funny you say that. I almost bought one.
Well, exactly right. But they didn't. They pumped from like 0.8 to, or 0.85 to like 1.05. And I basically bought like the third last top sale. So I was like, whatever. Like, you got to find, you never know. Like, the volume could have been good there. So look, I think if I was to look at this from a non-bag bias perspective, I would say Moonbirds is probably the main pick here. Still, Pudgy Penguins, you can't fade Luca. They just obviously had another collab with Kung Fu Panda that was announced over the weekend. So yeah, look, who knows? Personally, oh my God, Angelos, you legend, dropping some subs on Kick. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you guys. Guys, thank you.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
But yeah, I'd say Moonbirds probably is the main one because we know a token is coming. I just think Spencer's being smart because he hasn't put a timeline on it. However, as soon as he does put a timeline on it, that'll obviously, if it's longer term, which I don't think it will be, they'll dump. But if it's shorter term, these will probably aggressively go back to 4 ETH, I'd say. Then we see, okay, well, what actually happens? Because I mean, like, if you have a look here, I mean, like, smart people have been buying these for a long time. So there's only 350 listed. If you do have a look at the depth as well, like 65 sales and they go back to 3.4 ETH. So that's like 0.8 of a move. So that's like $4,000. Oh, not $4,000, about $3,000 now. Look, I think OpenSea farming, let's talk about that because I think that has ruined perhaps not ruined, but it was false. It was false representations of tokens, false representation of volume on the chain of the swaps and of the NFTs because people were farming the chests. And I did that. I farmed chests. And then as soon as I got a $1,000, I got a $1,000 optimism.
Optimism was funny for me.
I've never used that chain in my life. Oh my God. I could not believe it. Dude, I went, yeah, look, and I'm not gonna lie. I was probably one of the more viral people who've been talking about OpenSea for a while on Cookie.fun. And then I put some tweets up. They did over 100K impressions, and people loved it because they also got absolutely rinsed by that.
Did you see my video opening my chest?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What is this shit? Like, I was like, I got a badge. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, what chest did you get to?
I got a shit. No, it was only steel, bro. It was only the third one.
Oh, you only got the steel? Yeah, fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
Yeah, no. It was funny. What was funny is that was my, like, I did it live on stream. And I didn't realize I was swearing like that about it, but it was definitely lackluster. And I understand how it works. I get it. I just, from a marketing perspective, I don't know if it was great that you had so many people disappointed. Like,
I agree.
The optics weren't great, but at the same time, I do understand, in OpenSea's defense, the main point, I suppose, was to get the badges, which will earn you a drop later, I guess.
Yeah.
So even though my reaction was horrendous.
Same though. Look at this. Like, I did a video and I was like, I'm seriously, what the fuck is this? OpenSea, this is a joke. So it's just me open my, and I knew this was a badge. So I clicked it first. I was like, yeah, sick, got the badge. And then I was like, okay, well, what have I got here? What? $1,000, not even $1,000, but $927 of optimism.
How do you even, I wouldn't even know how to swap that.
150. I had to bridge ETH. Apparently, you can do it on OpenSea, as someone told me after the fact. But I had to bridge ETH to Optimism wallet. I had to set that up as a thing in my MetaMask wallet. Then I had to bridge it back. It was just, I was like, that is a big L. It was a big L for OpenSea. But 154K view.
That's a win, though. That's a win. You probably got more. You probably got more from Twitter payments than you did.
My Twitter's been all right. Hey, Twitter growth's been good. I've had some good viral tweets recently, which is fun. But yeah, look, I think that they're rethinking Wave 2, obviously, but I haven't seen any announcements since. So obviously, maybe they're not. They're like, well, I mean, also D-Farmer put up this tweet. Let me find it.
With the usage, with the swap usage.
Yeah, and that's what I was alluding to as well. I wonder. I think I quote tweeted, but I can't remember what I would have said. Lol. I would have said lol. It's so hard finding tweets these days. It used to be so much easier to find your own tweets. Here we go. Yeah. So yeah, he put this up. Like, I rest my case. OpenSea swap transactions by hour. Literally, as soon as chest drop, absolutely non-organic, non-authentic ever again. So, I mean, it's just great to see the data supporting what we all thought, that it was propped up by farmers. And that's exactly what OpenSea didn't. Well, that's what they were saying, that it wasn't. And this is proof of the pie that it was. So look, don't get me wrong. I still, like, if I am swapping ETH, if I'm swapping out of NFTs, I'm going to use OpenSea because the airdrop makes sense, right? And that's what I want to talk about, is hopefully the airdrop, which is dropping by the end of Q1 next year, so March at the absolute latest. Hopefully the airdrop does do well. And I mean, I would have farmed probably, because I got to Ruby, so I was the 4th from the top. And I'm already at Amethyst just from a few swaps and trades that I took. And hopefully the volume I've done naturally on this wallet plus the other wallets that I have linked will hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping that I get at least like 15 to 20K. I would hope to get that, but who knows? I mean, if they're doing historical returns, like Craig, like
I need them to.
Well, I mean, I have wallets that I have, like, I don't even know where those wallets are, the volume, and /why, like multiple of those wallets could have been hacked as well. So I don't use them anymore. But can I connect to them, and then can I get these are the questions I have. The same as Monad. Like, can I connect my old Phantom wallet, my old Solana Phantom wallet, to Monad, because I've used that for years and farmed a shit ton of volume, which I know would probably push me up to the next category on Monad's claim next week or whenever it is. Or does it, like, if I click, does that mean they have access to the other ones that are connected? I don't know. This is what I mean. I don't know. So there's a few things that I want to talk about. There's a few things that I will not want to talk about, but I want to find out is whether I can actually have them involved or not. So anyways, let's say bearish take for OpenSea with their chests. Hopefully long term, this does translate into some better opportunities. We'll see.
I think it will. I'm hoping their airdrop actually ends up being half decent. Hopefully they do support their long term. Have they said much about whether they're going to?
Yeah,
they are going to.
Yeah, they have. They've said they'll reward previous whatever.
Like going back to 21.
Yeah, historic. Yeah, so people like Pranksy. Yeah, people like him will get a shit ton of money, you would assume.
So that should be pretty good as long as I can get into those wallets, but that's not their problem, that's mine. But I think I think it's still worth, I think it's, even though it was lackluster as far as getting the badges go, I think it'll be worth it by the end. I don't know if it's worth trying to get to the top chest every week.
No.
Every month. I don't know about that, but I'll just use it semi-organically.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Try get a mid-range stimmy from it and be okay with it rather than me. I don't know if I will aggressively farm this. I can't have OpenSea break my heart again. No. I don't think I can let them do it. If I fade this though and it ends up being a massive stimmy, I'm going to be pissed, man. I'm going to be real pissed. Yeah. But what do you think this will be a massive cook in Q1?
I don't. Dude, if anyone's like, do we know how much money OpenSea have made? Like, they have surely made
billions.
Billions. Like, can we say that? Have they made billions of dollars?
Yeah. I mean, they were getting a cut of the pie on every Bored Ape sale, right? When Bored Apes were fucking pumping in 21.
Exactly. Like, you got to remember
per sale.
So, and they were the first NFT platform that really did well, right? So. Surely they've got billions to give away. So inevitably that I would say it has to be a cook. But again, like, are people going to be rinsed farming this in the short term and long term people will walk away more profitable? I don't know.
Yeah. It's also how much of that money that they made since 21 have the owners siphoned out, what's left, what's actually left of that money from 21.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. And Pickle just says, is Monad historical? It's connected to your on-chain usage of Solana and stuff as well. So yeah, Monad does have that element. How did you go with your Monad? Did you go and see what
I haven't done it yet. I wanted to try and connect my Moonbirds via Delegate.
Yeah.
And there was errors with it, so I haven't even rounded back to it. How did you go? Mid?
Yeah, I'm mid. So I think that's like the 5th. It's like the lower tier. It's like 5th, I think, out of 8 or something, maybe. And I think two things here. It was only a couple wallets. It wasn't my Pudgy Penguin wallet either. So maybe that'll help as well, because I do hold a Pudgy in a separate wallet that wouldn't work and connect. Then the other one, like I said before, I didn't connect like my other ETH wallets. I didn't connect my other Solana wallets. Does that, like, can I connect them and it be safe and not hurt me, or can I be hurt? Like, that's the thing I'm not sure. So, look, it's and Monad has raised a lot, and I mean OpenSea has a lot of cash as well. So yeah, look, I think these are two good potential opportunities in the short term. At least we got clarification. But yeah, mid, I don't know. I mean, I didn't even farm this at all, so I'm happy to kind of get a bit of free. I mean, if I get a couple grand out of this, sick. Like, it kind of adds up over time. Like, there's been plenty of airdrops. I probably have made over 6 figures or more of airdrops in the past year or so. So
when does Monad go live, Greeny?
I don't know. I think it was just a claim period, and we actually don't know when it does go live. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. Now, anywhere else? Like, we've got about 15 minutes left. I gotta go at 10 o'clock. Oh no, I could probably go a little bit after. But anything else that you want to discuss before the end of today?
We sort of covered NFTs, the drops we've kind of covered as well. What we got, Monad, OpenSea. What other ones are coming up, Greeny? Any other? We spoke about Quacks or Wall Chain.
Yeah.
What else we got? What am I missing out on?
Yeah, Solstice is another one I've been doing. These are all just in collaboration with ZEC or Wall Chain. Go check them out, guys. Highly recommend it. I do have the links. If you're watching on YouTube, I have the links in the description of these platforms to sign up. Highly recommend that you do. If you're watching on Kick, come to our Twitter pages and you can find them on there as well. But yeah, watch Greeny get more optimism in the next wave. Oh, dude, don't start me. Don't start me, Pickle. We can talk about Abstract. I think that's fine to talk about. I also want to talk about on-chain Sol, because I think on-chain Sol has had a bit of a season now as well. But yeah, let's go with Oh, well, prediction markets is probably the one that I want to talk about as well, because I put up a tweet yesterday, Craig, and it's pretty wild. I mean, Australia has a gambling problem. There's no doubt about it. The amount of money that the government makes from gambling in Australia is absolutely nuts. Yet, us people in crypto, we actually can't use Polymarket. So I went to I remember last year you could probably use it, and only more recently it looks like they've changed it. But Australia loses $25 billion a year to gambling, with 38% of adults gambling every week. 73% of adults gamble. I used to gamble more, but I gamble from time to time now, very rarely. I mean, I just won $2.5 grand on the Broncos and the Lions, but that's about it. I probably won't gamble after winning that much. But the main takeaway here is, why can I not use Yeet, and why can I not use Polymarket in Australia if I can go down and just slap 10K on the pokies every weekend? It just makes no sense to me. No sense.
I guess because I guess it all comes down to taxation.
Yeah.
And you're able to bypass, all these companies are able to bypass the tax. So they fuck that. We're not letting you, which says a lot, doesn't it, about the government? It's not so much about protection. It's about money.
Yeah.
From what the actions tell me, not they could say something different, but it's like, man, makes me sick, Greenie, makes me sick. Let me gamble.
Well, it's more like, it's not even gambling now, Craig. I mean, like, shout out to Yeet, our partners. It is more of a casino gambling platform, but Polymarket and whatnot, they're like Kalshi, they're actually prediction markets. Like, I am using information to predict a potential move to occur. Now, I just had a quick search. How much does Sportsbet pay the Australian government? In New South Wales, the point of consumption tax is 15% on net wagering revenue exceeded the annual threshold, and it's 20%. Considering that they want to increase it to 20%. So Sportsbet pay over $300 million in taxes, levies, and fees in just New South Wales, with a total of $1.2 billion paid annually to government supporting bodies across the. Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't even describe. That's just horrific. That is actually horrific. Anyways, let's move on. Myriad is the one that I can use because for some reason Abstract has somehow allowed me to use Myriad Markets. Craig, I actually printed on some Zcash ones this morning. This one nearly hit. It nearly hit. I think you're frozen. Are you here, Craig? Are you here? Is Craig with us, chat? Am I with you? Am I live? Is it me? Is it Craig? Who's live? Hold on, let me check Kick. Is it me? Is it Craig? Chat, help me out. Chat, help me out. Oh no, it's me. Okay. So, how do I get rid of? It's Craig. Okay, hold on. I'll pull it. Hopefully it comes back. No, he's frozen. Hopefully it comes back. Oh, now his screen's like dark. Anyways. Oh, he's back. He's back. There we go.
The government's onto me, man.
The government hits you straight away.
They cut my internet. I had to go onto a different VPN then. That's fucked. Cheeky pricks.
That's wild. Oh, so yeah. No, well, that's what I need to do. And I mean, some people in the comments as well, man, I'm so sweaty right now. I'm going to have to turn my fan up.
Oh, man.
Hopefully the audio is all good. But there's no aircon in this room. And then if I open the door, it'll disclose personal photos, so I probably can't do that.
Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to read chat. But yeah, people are saying, how about using a VPN? I probably will need to sign up to a VPN very soon and start doing that as well. Now, reading chat.
Were you just talking to my smiling face there for ages?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I wasn't sure if it was
just seeing on YouTube, it's just you talking and me just like frozen smiling.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was me or you, so I went to Kick just to double check, and it was you.
Me,
so cool. I was like, cool. Guys, if you're new here, click follow, click sub. Okay, we do this show every day. We've been doing this show every day now for 2+ years. Yeah, look, we give it to you. We give it to you real. We give you alpha. We give you education. So drop the sub, drop a follow. If you're watching on Kick, drop the sub. Hey, it's like one coffee. Costs you one coffee. Hey, support us. Okay, for all this education we do for free. Support us.
Greenie, what was your take on the Bored Apes stuff over the weekend?
It was cool. Nice to see that they're building, but they've been silent about it for 3 years. So sick. No wonder people didn't really love that news. and prices didn't go. And that's why I put in my Twitter. I said, and Betty disagreed with it, which is fair. Like, I mean, hey, that's why he tweeted out. Like,
what did you say?
Let me find it. Yeah, here. Popular opinion, and then guys, we will go to abstract and we will go to prediction markets in a second. But popular opinion, we'll never see the same NFT season like we did in 2021. Unpopular opinion, NFTs have matured. News barely moves floors anymore. In 2021, a single headline could have sent collections 2x overnight. Hype's gone, utility rules. Too many people got wrecked. Fear lingers. Risk appetite is low this cycle, which this is the main point. I would say most news is already priced in unless it's tied to a short-term upside catalyst. And yeah, a lot of people, like, I agree with Bren here, who's a great trader. Highly recommend you follow him. But NFT tech will be and oh God, I can't speak. I'm still, hey, jet lag's got me good.
I can't even say that. What the fuck?
Transformational in the world of collectibles, luxury goods. I very much agree with this point. That the tech will change, and IPs will build, but at the end of the day, who has a spare 30,000 to buy a JPEG on a computer, right?
No one, man. People can hardly afford their groceries.
Exactly. Like for me, I'm like, okay, well, like for example, like for relativity, because this is always important to consider how much of a crypto bag, a token, a NFT, an airdrop, whatever it is actually in value IRL. If I sold my Pudgy Penguin now for 30,000, that's around, say, 1.55 times that. So let's say 45,000 Australian dollars. That's literally 20% of how much I would need for a deposit for a house here. So if I cash that out, that's 50 grand I don't have to worry about because I sold it, right? So these are the sort of things that you do need to think about. And particularly, as we said earlier, like it's a difficult time for a lot of people to live. So it's expensive as well. A few people like, I disagree. And I was like, well, tell me why. Like, you can't just say you disagree and don't tell me why. And it's like, it's not obvious. They're going to make a comeback. I was like, well, not really. Like, where's the money come from? I like my own comments these days. You got to. What do you think happens? He's like, yeah, look, maybe NFTs come back. He's like, altcoins will come back. I said, mate, there's been no altcoin season. I don't think there will be an altcoin season. So it's just really interesting. A lot of people are like, yeah, no, I don't think it's doing very well. And then Betty had this view. Here we go. So she said, I love you, Greenie. I'm going to challenge this with a different perspective. I don't think the market has matured even slightly. All that's happened is speculation of large announcements potentially resulting in bags pumping, which is fair. I do agree. Has dissipated because of the time frame of value add. Cultural value accrues over a long period of time. I do agree with that point. In the era of 5-hour birth to death coin cycles, that doesn't align with market behavior anymore. I mean, very fair take. Hold on, let me zoom in. There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Very fair take. I mean, like meme coins have, I agree. It's probably meme coins have made it worse. Like, I will agree with that. I don't think utility rules either. I mean, fair play, because these guys are building. Like, I had a call with them just the other day about some games that they're building as well. But yeah, it is an obvious opportunity to be rewarded or make money. I think this is the main point. It's like, if you're not going to make money from holding this asset, why would you buy and hold said asset, right? So yeah, short power, it's not to say it doesn't matter. It just does. It's a longer term game. I personally think we do see NFTs blow up again, but in a different way. I would agree with that. And again, maybe I should have said that in the original post, that I do agree that it'll transform into something new, something different, particularly the tech side, like Bren said earlier. Maybe it's the quality you launch with initially that will allow you to get, well, again, when was like the only NFT collection that comes to mind in the past year and a half that has done well as a launch was Good Vibes Club. Anything else? Nah, never heard of it. Nothing is done well. So again, no one's launching NFT collections. That's another sign. Yeah, basically, yeah. Anyways, really interesting take. I like the contrary take. What do you think, Greg? What do you think?
I don't think NFTs will have a run like they did last time, because they haven't had a run like last time yet, and they were already running the whole bull run last time. So obviously, I think I treat them a lot like altcoins now. Certain altcoins pumped during this bull run, certain ones did nothing. Most did nothing, actually. So if you were on a Solana train, you did really well. Most of the others, you did shit on alts. NFTs, much the same. If you're on Pudgies, they did really well. Everything else, pretty shit. I mean, look at Bored Apes, for example. All they've done is trended down since 21, 22. They've only gone down. In fact, I thought that stuff they put out with the other side looks awesome, man.
It did look awesome.
Fucking good. But
no one's going to pay 30 grand, Craig, to
correct, because you can go play Fortnite for free.
Exactly.
So there's got to be more to it, and I know there will be, but this is going to take years longer, I think. Still,
I
and
agree with Pixels
you need
take
a Bored Ape though. Like, why not just have any other collection that's allowed to play it? E.g., there's a Doodle or whatever. In fact, I'm going to guess they won't even token gate the game that much because they want so many people playing, right?
Correct. Yeah, correct.
And spending ape or whatever, because that's how they're going to make their money on that flywheel. I think it's really cool what they're going after to take on Minecraft and Roblox.
Yeah.
It's a big task though, man. Those are beast. And they don't have to beat them, but shit,
generational juggernauts that
every kid, my kid plays both of those hours a day, so to knock him off will take a bit.
Fortnite realized that, and that's why they changed their multiple facets of their game. It's no longer battle royale primary. It's like all the variations that they have within their ecosystem as well. So yeah, you're versing some big dogs out there who know what they're doing in the gaming world. So I agree with Pickle's comment. Like, as an ex-gamer, I feel like NFTs and this concept should revolutionize gaming. I do agree. It's just when, but it's just when. Yeah, exactly. I do agree with that. And Bree says here, Pudgy is more of a C type investment. I do agree with that. Luca would get us something in IPO, whereas others don't treat their NFTs like that, partially because none of them have real revenue. Yeah. I kind of agree. That's a really good take as well. Like, it makes it like, if I was worth millions, I probably would hold my Pudgy Penguin through the bear market. I'm not. I'm going to have to take profit at some stage, and probably, unfortunately, as much as I would love to keep that because it's my digital identity as an IP as well, I have to be realistic. And as I said earlier, if it's already 45,000 Australian dollars, if it pumps again to 60K, that's like $100,000, right? That's a lot of money as well. So that could go towards a house, and houses are getting expensive here in Australia. So I need all the money I can get. Myriad Markets, Craig, how are you going over here?
How are you going? I am doing a daily. I have gone pretty well. I was probably a bit bullish in some of my takes, but no, I do it every day. I'm still farming / exploring this market, but I like it. I think there's good money to be made. I like the platform. I think Myriad's, because I've been using it like a year now, probably like
same. Yeah.
Main question is, when do we get a stimmy from this, man?
Yeah.
When do I get rewarded for my diligence, my consistency?
Yeah.
Season 2, we're on season 2 now. I use it a lot. I reckon the platform's great. It's easy to use. I think more and more people are going to come across to prediction markets, because I've got so many friends who do sports betting, and even just when they sit in their fucking car and they're gambling on like online pokies, man. Like, I'll get in the car, and one of them the other day had blown $4,000 in a day. Like, which is disgusting. And he could have put that $4,000 on some prediction markets and probably had a good chance to get a win somewhere. Where he's just clicking spin on a casino. Not to bag out, one of our partners is a casino, but
it's different.
It's a different thing, right? It's I understand it's entertainment, so it is different. But I just think prediction markets have a really good opportunity to capture a percentage of people that have that gambling probably leaves a bad taste in their mouth. Maybe they had a family member who was addicted and had to get out of it. And so for them, like my parents, for example, my parents being quite religious, gambling to them is like the devil's spawn, so they won't gamble, right? Yeah. But a prediction market, not saying Dad would, but he's an intellectual. If there's a win he can get on politics or something like that, he might. So for me, I think prediction markets are. I didn't get it when people first started speaking about it as much as I do now. So Easy and that, who were obviously talking about it upwards of a year ago, maybe. They were definitely ahead of the curve. I think it's going to bring gambling to people they never thought they would, if you want to call it gambling. So I think it's the gateway drug. It's a good gateway drug for people. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know, but I kind of like the fact you can use your intellect to make money. I think that's great.
Exactly. Okay. Can I add to that point? So I was on the no here. Literally last night I was on the no here. I took this, I was on the no here, and then I looked at the chart and I was like, hold on, this ZK chart looks Zcash, sorry.
Zcash,
chart looks very good. Like, here, let me bring up the chart. Just again, stick in your lane with what you know.
Cool. That chart is delicious.
I know, it's crazy. But I was looking at this chart yesterday, right? And I was like, oh, hold on a minute. This looks really strong here. We've got a breakout forming here, right? We've got, it was about here last time. And I was like, okay, this chart looks good. The current bet is, can it get to 369 before November? I was like, well, hold on. Like, that's only a small percentage move, a 30% move. Zcash is going crazy. I follow some massive calls, like on Twitter, and massive traders, and they keep buying it. So I was like, well, hold on. If they're shilling it and more people keep buying it, if this breaks out here, this looks really good. So I sold the no for basically break-even loss. And then I took the yes, and the yes had a massive upside because it was at 20%, up to 80% this morning. I swing traded it again because I was like, well, hold on. It's just pumped to 362. I like saw it this morning. It got to 362. The market was 369. If it does correct here, maybe we do get it before November here. So we've got a bit of time. But I was like, well, hold on. No, I'm up 2.8x on this trade. Let me just sell it. So I sold it this morning at around the 70 something % mark and walked away up. Yeah, I made like $80 or $60 or something. So I love it because you can swing trade it. Where is it? History. No, activity. History, activity. I don't know. Yeah, here. No, that's not it.
And you could say no at resistance too, right?
Well, exactly. I could have flipped to the no and exactly. I could have made more money on the swing trade.
Now, yeah.
For some reason, yeah, here I sold it at 74, Craig. So that was about a 3.5x or 2.5x. So, I mean, yeah, no, it was a great trade, but I like that because you can swing trade it like that. And I was like, well, I saw an opportunity here because of my trading knowledge. I saw an opportunity here because of my trading knowledge, and I took the yes. Then I took profit here before it then dumped again, right?
That's good.
I like things like that. And then also the other ones that I'm in, because again, I was traveling. I didn't have a lot of money. People quote tweeted me a couple of times with my posts, and people are like, he's only got $10 on there. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm fucking traveling right now. And it's on abstract. I don't have thousands of dollars on abstract. Anyways, this one here, like Asta below $4 was a no-brainer for me. I mean, I got in late at 87, but I was like, it's sure money. It's sure money at 87. And the same one here, new coin all-time high by NDA. No chance that happens, but I got in at 81. So, look, you can still make small gains as well on larger cash. But again, you're farming an airdrop, and this airdrop will probably be pretty good. Myriad markets. So I'm currently 1,500th. I think this one, yeah, what am I? 1,585. Last one, I was 3,500. So I didn't make preseason. So sadly, I wasn't on preseason. But if I can get up to top 500 this season, I'm pretty confident that could be a nice stimmy whenever Myriad drop their token.
What are you at the moment? Is that you there? 158?
1,500.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'm 2.5 at the moment. I've dropped actually. I dropped to 3. I need bigger bets. I need to put bigger bets on. I see the daily close just happened.
I did it. Yeah. How'd we go?
We closed just under. We're still battling the 50%. We closed under the 15. So yeah. Although it's
it looks pretty good.
Looks all right. Like
next candle looks pretty good.
It looks good, bro. But I'm not going to get too excited yet. But I'm keen to get excited, Greenie. I'm very keen to get excited, and the market's fucking teasing me. But
yeah. Flip 115.7, and then we go back to 120 probably. I'd say.
Yeah, I'm enjoying seeing some of the bullish takes come back on the timeline. But there's not a lot, which is good too. In fact, there weren't very many bulls about a week ago. I think it was while you're away. I think the only other person on the timeline other than me was Brendan Trade. So him and me were bullish, even at 103, semi-bullish anyway. But everyone else was losing their minds. I'm interested to see when all the bears flip bullish again, man. I guess they're going to do that.
All-time highs, Craig. All-time highs, mate. That's
about 125. I guess they'll come back around. I think when we hit that all-time high again, I'm going to sell about 30% of my Bitcoin bag at 125.
I like that. I like that trade.
Like, after we just dipped to 103, I'm like, nah, motherfuckers. I'm like, nah. But then watch the market rip when I do that. So everyone who just heard me say that, it's going to be like, nah, you're going to miss out on all the gains. I'm like, nah, I want some more stables, Greenie.
Yeah.
I want stables.
I'm heavily stable. I'm still heavily stable.
I'm a collector of stable coins over the next 6 months.
I like that. I like that a lot. Couple comments here, then we'll have to wrap. But we didn't get a chance to chat abstract, but we can briefly do that. But Pickle says, mate, I can't dream about a house in WA. Honestly worried. Yeah, dude, it's actually nuts. But hey, renting's actually alpha. Like you stay more liquid, you can make more money probably than a house anyways. It's just shelter. It's just
especially at the moment.
Yeah.
It's so hot. Actually, a house just closed, sold down my street at auction in one day, 1.4 million. 2 houses away from me, 1.4 million.
Unreal.
3-bedroom.
Unreal.
3-bedroom. Fuck.
That's crazy. Couple other comments. So Angelo says Yeet will have a sports book soon. Yeah, it's still be.
That's good. I like having that because that's definitely more up my alley.
Same, 100%.
I like sports betting.
And Pickle says, I feel like prediction markets are gambling. I never touch it. Feel like I shouldn't. Well, I mean, if you have an edge, it's the same process. I have an edge.
Crypto, like cryptos, exactly. You could call crypto gambling as well with that sort of mindset.
He says it's like leverage. I do agree. But it's like it's the same. Like I just explained my process. I know I have an edge with trading, so I'll use my trading edge in the trader markets. I'm not going to go predict an NFL game or an EPL game where it is very 50-50. I mean, there was cricket that I could have bet on as well over the weekend. Australia lost that game, right? So it's things like that. I just avoid. I know that I'm going to lose, or that I know that my edge and probability is not in my favor there. However, I know that my edge and my probability is in my favor when I'm looking at a trading chart, right? How much will the stimmy be? Last season, this season, you'll be around 50. Breeze is absolutely printing. I don't know, bro. Myriad probably has a bit of cash. Farouk's a big man. I mean, like a big dude, like worldwide. So I think it could cook. Yeah, renting. Well, I think renting, it allows you to have flexible living arrangements, right? Sure, it'll get to a time where renting will probably be no longer feasible purely because paying a mortgage will probably, like I'm at that stage, right? Where my rent plus saving money for a mortgage is actually more than I would currently pay if I had a mortgage. So that's, you get to that point of view where it's like, okay, well, if you're renting plus saving for a mortgage, then that's actually worse than paying for a mortgage. It's just, you got to get to a house deposit, right? That's the biggest problem that a lot of us face. Like we've budgeted for years, and I know I could probably afford a $2 million house with the budgeting that we have on the repayments. You just don't have the money to get a house deposit for a $2 million house. That's the key, right? So those are the sorts of things you need to think about. What I think about Pengu, it has reclaimed. No, Myriad doesn't do cricket, sadly. I was looking at my sports book here in Australia. What do you think about Pengu? It has reclaimed the 6-6, which I do like. So I did buy a bit of a bag this morning of Pengu. Where is it? Hold up. Pull up the chart.
For a while either. Oh, it looks all right there, dude. Pengu looks good. Let's go.
It has reclaimed the 6-6 and pushing towards the 618. We've got bullish divergence forming here. So high low on RSI off the current 2 lows there, or 2 out of the 3 lows. So that might insinuate potentially a break here on the daily of a potential move back towards the top of the RSI. So maybe a push back towards 27 or 2.7 cents. Yeah, no, I like it. I bought a big spot bag this morning. Again, if we reject from here and set another high low, that would probably be another signal for me. So maybe something like that. That would be another signal for me to probably double down on that bet and probably look to open up a really nice long and target back up here, maybe towards the 382 as well on the fib. So yeah, I don't mind Pengu here. Last topic, I do have to. How long does it take? 15 minutes? Yeah, probably got to go in 5 minutes. Yep. Abstract really suffering. Like I know TVL's increasing, which is great. I know memes. Like I think there's just a bit of issues of what Abstract's trying to achieve. They want people to be AP into meme coins. Do they want to become a meme coin chain? A lot of people like me who are traders won't go to Abstract, okay? You'll go to Solana, you go to Base, you go to BNB, where there's more liquidity, there's more volume, there's less slippage, right, involved, more potential because more people are launching tokens over there, right? So more virality as well, you could say. So again, is that the route that Abstract wants to become? Does it want to become the trenches is the first question. The second question is, well, if it does want to become the trenches, it needs to have volume support, liquidity support, slippage support moving forward for people who have thousands of dollars, not even tens of thousands of dollars, but thousands of dollars, okay? I could go buy $10,000 on Solana and I would lose less than 1% to slippage. If I try and do the same on Abstract, I would lose up to 5 to 25% on some of those trades, right? So that net negative loss there. But volume still remains a big issue here. We have a massive bull wedge forming here on Abstar, but volume still not really supporting this move higher, as you can see here. So again, who are the new buyers? I don't know, but I love the DeFi protocols, Craig. You've been enjoying the DeFi protocols over there as well. I think it is helping Abstract. And hopefully that does translate to meme coins going up. I think people need to remember meme coins don't define a chain. However, I have been talking with Eli, and Eli disagrees with that take. That Luca and Eli and co think that meme coins are important to a chain. I do agree they are important to a chain. Volume and performance of meme coins does help with more naturally people coming over. However, they don't define a chain. I think there's a big segregation there of understanding, and I just want to make that a little bit more clear.
Yeah, I agree with all your points. I think it's at a sticky position, and like you just said, if people aren't making money in meme coins, there other meme coiners aren't coming across. For example, when the meme coins were all pumping, I had plenty of ETH and Solana people messaging me going, "What group chats can I get in?" All those things. I've got a message about Abstract in at least a month from any. No one's interested, so. That's causing issues. Obviously, the liquidity providers and the Aberreen and all that, they're helping. I think they were good moves. I think that'll help over time. It's not an instant fix, and I think the team need to start coming out and giving more direction. I think Luca needs to come out and speak. I don't think he's spoken about Abstract since August.
No, correct.
It's October now. So what? That's 2 months where the big fella hasn't said anything. Now, to be honest, I don't blame him for that. And that's not unfortunately, the chain is relying on him at the moment. And that's not a great way that's a big risk to rely on one person, unfortunately.
And people agree. Twitter supports that thesis. Twitter does support that thesis.
Yeah. So until Lucas starts piping up again, and obviously we've had Finn leave, Logan step in. Like, I think the team probably just needs to communicate what's happening internally a little bit. I think Luca probably should come out and, is Logan the new guy that's going to keep the job, or is he just keeping the seat warm until they get a new marketing person in who's going to be top A grade tier? I personally, I don't know if I'm going to regret. Nothing against Logan. I wouldn't mind them coming in saying that they've got some dynamite hire.
Yeah, fresh blood. I think we need it. I agree.
I'm not saying Logan's not the person. I know nothing. I don't know much about Logan. I tried to get him on the show. He was going to come on the show, ironically, about 2 weeks ago, and then he said Logan. Then he said Finn had him doing other stuff, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
So, which is interesting because it was just before Finn stepped down. So I don't know what was happening there.
Yeah.
But I'd love to get more communication from the team. I'm guessing behind closed doors, since Finn's left, they're getting everything packaged nicely to then communicate what's happening. So until that happens, it's gonna bleed a bit. So I mean, even with the market bouncing, the Abstract stuff it bounces less than anything else, which is a concern to me, which means that at the moment, even if Bitcoin pumps to 150, I don't know if my Abstract bags are going to reflect that pump.
No, and I think that's the key point. It's a new chain. It's new risk. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hope they succeed. I think they will succeed in time. I think you just need to stay patient. I do agree. I think, go.
Another thing I wanted to say, Green, I put out a tweet yesterday, is streamers there make nothing, including XP. And I don't mean tips. The tips are nice, but hey, and everyone watching on Abstract now, I'm not saying you need to tip me. That's not what I'm saying. But I'll give an example. I have been tipped, but it's probably been $5 in the last month, right? Which is, thank you very much to the people who gave me that $5. Is not what I'm saying. Yeah. But also, Abstract aren't rewarding streamers, e.g., if I was just to stream there to get XP, it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
So why would streamers come across if that's the case? And if streamers don't come across, then viewers aren't going to come across there, because you'd be better off watching you and me on Kick.
Yeah.
Which is where creators will go, which is what
there's a reason we're on Kick right now, guys. There's a reason.
So they really, I think it's the chicken and the egg, but I think they're going to have to start pouring some money into creators, man.
Yeah.
And I don't mean me. I'm not being selfish. I just mean, even if it's not me, start rewarding with XP and they're going to start using that marketing budget, man.
Yeah, supporting it. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. I mean, you and me spend. I mean, I feel like I'm whinging here, and I don't want to sound like that too much, but you and me pull money into marketing. And look, I don't want to sound like I know more than Luca, man. I don't.
No, he's a goat. He's a goat.
He's the GOAT. But creators need to probably be looked after fairly soon over there because I don't feel we have been at all much.
No. Yeah.
And I know this is one of Eli's gripes, saying that the creators weren't being spotlighted enough. I agree. I do agree. So I think Finn probably dropped the ball there a bit. Yeah. Not putting that solely on him, but obviously with him stepping away, someone agrees. I think he might have been a bit burnt out. Sounds like that's what he was saying on the timeline.
I mean, he was there from the start as well. So, like, good on him. He got it to where it is. It's just, and that's business, though. Like,
it is business.
I've started my business from the ground up, but I'm at a stage now. I'm like, well, I probably need to hire someone to help business coach me to the next level. Like, what should I be doing now? Or should I even be paying someone to do that now? Or should I wait till the next start of the bull market? Like,
exactly right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. And you and me are the same, Greeny, as creators. We hit that sort of ceiling where you do need to start either hiring other people, coming up with fresh ideas, or contacting an agency that helps, because you just can't take you. I think Abstract needs someone else to take the baton now, right? Which is what they've done.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. Obviously, I'll hold my big pudgy with the thought process of Abstract still being a cook.
Yeah.
I look, to be perfectly honest, I think Luca only needs to put out a couple of tweets, and the whole thing can turn around.
Yeah. Agreed.
But Jesus, that's not the best thing to say from an investment point of view, is it?
No.
Which is why I love Bitcoin, because it doesn't have a CEO.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it turn around Q4. I think they easily can. It just depends whether they want to, unfortunately.
Exactly.
So I think you did really well to scale out when you did. In hindsight, that was the move, because people
It sucked. I agree.
And people like me, I mean, I'm not going to get to diamond. So what do people like me do? I'm kind of stuck in the mud now, so I'm going to wait till Luca pumps my bags, and hopefully he does. But that's not a nice position to be in. So man, tricky times for Abstract. I think they've got a lot of work to do. At the moment, you're better off, I think, elsewhere. As hard as it is to say, and I've still got bags there, so I'm not saying that because I'm out. I just, at the moment, Monad would have been better. But come into Q4, maybe I'll change what I say. But I think there's still a good opportunity to farm there. I think if you have if you haven't started, come there, put a bit of money on. You can probably farm it quite easily. But for people like you and me that have hit platinum, where do we go other than lead?
But I mean, like, we brought plenty of people to Abstract as well. Not that I'm saying I want remuneration for it, but we've been on there for 8 months, and we, like we said before, we're not getting support in the right way that you would hope that you would want to as the bigger creators on there. There's bigger people on there. I'm not saying that we're the only ones, but we're probably one of the most consistent. There's a few people that stream on there every day, but there's a reason I'm not streaming on there right now, right? And then things like that. So I have to wrap. I have to go take my dog to the vet. But Craig, massive show. Great to be back. I mean, we could talk for hours still. There's so much to talk about right now, but massive shout out to our partners. You could have taken this trade with us on OKX last week when I shared it with you. Massive spot trade here. Really nice trade towards the 618 as we are pumping right now. Really love to see it. Bang. Love to see it. But massive shout out to OKX. If you sign up down below, guys, do over $1,000 of volume, you get $75 for free, but we can also do some extra giveaways if you are someone that is a bit of a larger wallet trader. Craig is gone again. He's gone. He's leaving me down. He's leaving me down, letting me down at the end of the stream, guys. But BTC is pumping right now, as you can see here on OKX. But massive shout out to them for partnering with us longer term. And then secondly, guys, Yeet, massive shout out to Yeet. Craig's back. Here we go. Craig is back. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. The government's after him, but massive shout out to Yeet for partnering. Guys, we'll be doing random giveaways. We might do $100 tomorrow. You never know. So tune in every day. Make sure you're watching our tweets as well. Make sure you engage with our tweets, because I'm looking, Craig is looking, and if you're doing that, we'll put you into our own specific wheel, and then we'll do our own giveaway. It won't even be related. However, you do need to sign up for Yeet. So make sure you sign up for Yeet in the description. It's in the Kick description. It's also in the YouTube description. It's on our link trees. Check it out. Sign up. Do some volume. And you never know. You could win $1,000 of cash every single week thanks to Yeet. And obviously, they have an airdrop eventually as well on their platform. Craig, have a lovely Monday, mate. It's been great to be back. I finally feel a little bit better today, which is great. So I can't wait for the rest of the week. We're live every day, guys. 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or 7 p.m. if you're over in America, our friends over there. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. And if you're new, drop a follow, drop a sub. We very much appreciate your support. Craig.
Amen. That's sorry about my internet, guys. It's having absolute horror. I don't know why the government's targeting me today. Bitcoin must be about to pump. Greenie, thanks for jumping on. Viewers, thank you for tuning in. Bitcoin's just about to break over 115,000, so 114,900.
It looks good.
Market looks great. Great to be here with you guys, front running the market on a Sunday/Monday in Australia. Shout out to everyone who watched on Facebook today. I did a bit of sneaky streaming over there, so hopefully we'll get a bit of, I don't want to say extra liquidity, but a few new friends coming across. But we will be back, Greenie, back tomorrow, and hopefully my internet's running a bit better then.
Sounds good. All right, thanks, chat. Appreciate you all.
Guys.
Make sure you drop a follow, drop a sub. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.